Come on up here, ladies and gentlemen, the man in charge of Glen Helen, a noted off-road racer in his own reputation, Mr. Bud Feldkamp. How about a round of applause? So what's going on with you today now, and then tell me why you're here today.
Well, I'm here with my grandson, Luke.
How you doing, Luke? How old are you, Luke? 6. Are you married? That's good. Go ahead.
And he rides a dirt bike, and we're here to buy a dirt bike for Luke. So I'm really, when Malcolm called me, I thought, you know, this is not the typical Malcolm. I've known Malcolm for 30, 40 years, and he's been a very conservative, do it by the book type guy.
Always has been.
Always has been. But my hat's off to him today. He's said to me he's mad as hell. He's not going to take it anymore. And I'm with him.
In case some of you might not know what he's referring to, the CPSC came out last month with a ruling that no more children's ATVs and motorcycles for kids 12 and under can be sold because of lead contact in the frame and lead contact in the bike. So what we're doing today, and some people think we're absolutely crazy to do it, or Malcolm's crazy to do it, because he's going to be heading for the first jail cell, is going to be selling some small bikes to buy the Jeff Ward. I think Troy Lee also is going to buy one. All right, well, it takes a lot of guts. What else are you doing now, bud? What's happening with you?
Well, you know, we're looking forward to the motocross mile and opening round, which will be May 23rd, I think it's on Saturday, so we're focusing on that a little bit.
Why did they move to Saturdays when they were Sundays for so long?
You have to ask the industry. You know, we didn't have too much input on that, so I think it was basically Supercross. Nobody compares to Supercross. I know Jeremy was talking about Supercross, but I think Jeremy grew up in motocross, and I think motocross is the heart and soul of all motorcycle dirt bike riders. And again, so we're going to go. We're following Supercross. We're going to make it a one-day show.
May, probably the third weekend in May for the season opener at Glen Helen.
I've had a lot of friends counsel me and say, you got to call Malcolm. You got to call Malcolm. Tell him he can't do this. This is very serious. You know, this could, you know, he could go to jail. He could pay a $100,000 fine. And I said, you don't know Malcolm. You know, I've raced with Malcolm, and when Malcolm makes up his mind, he's going to do it. And lucky for us, he is going to do it. And I'm really honored to be part of it.
Some would say he's foolish for doing it.
Well, I think standing up for your rights and your, you know, being free and liberty to not just talk about it, and, you know, and rally around the fight, but really live it. And Malcolm's living it today. He's living our Constitution, and I think it's very important.
Dr. Bud Feldkamp, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. Who else do we have? Do we have Jeff here yet? Malcolm? Jeff Ward here yet? Where is he? Hey Jeff, where are you? Come on up here. Get up here. Ladies and gentlemen, many-time Supercross motocross champion and national super moto champion, Mr. Jeff Ward. Give a round of applause. Hi Jeff. I'm good. The only father-son team in the history of motorcycle racing to win national championships on the same day. Long Beach, Queen Mary, a couple of years ago, you and your son. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was cool. This was actually first or second supermoto race, and he adapted to it very well. So yeah, that was something that was unplanned and really never thought about until it happened. So it was kind of sweet. And, really excited to be here with Malcolm and what we're trying to get moving here. And I got 3 kids that race, so it's and I've been racing since I was 5 years old. So it's a sport that's very close to me. I mean, everybody rides his family. And we're going to try to get something done here.
First time I saw you race was at Costa Mesa Speedway on a little, I believe, a Honda mini bike back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, and I think your daughter was a trophy.
That's right, Calvin was a trophy girl. My God, that was a long time ago. What about this? Malcolm Smith's putting it on the line here. He's saying we're going to do it to help with the government. And I'll talk to you in a second, Malcolm, and you can talk about that. What's your feeling, Jeff?
Well, I mean, it's you know, it's wrong what they're doing. It wasn't meant to be happening to what's happening with the motorcycles. And, I mean, I've dealt with city people, government people with land issues, with riding, and with our supercross tracks, and so it's very hard to get things moving, and this is the step that we need to take, and more dealerships, you know, need to follow suit, just do as much as we can, as much support as we can to get somebody to listen, because it's hard for those. I mean, I think a lot of those people up there would like to see motorcycling just go away.
There's no question about that.
This is like a step that they're looking like if they can just push off, it'll just get worse and worse. But we're such a big family, and fitness is such a big sport in this country that it's that's not going to happen. So this is the first step, and I'm more than proud to be down here to help Malcolm out and everybody else that's wanting to keep racing.
Todd Hoffman wants me to ask you about the movie On Any Sunday, with your relationship with Malcolm on that. Can you tell us about that?
Well, that was kind of something that was unexpected for me. I mean, Malcolm was more involved in the producing and being part of the film. I was just out Saddleback Park. There's that guy on the video with the trials bike doing the wheelie up the hill, and I was out there on the motocross part of the track, and I saw that guy doing a wheelie, so I did one, and the camera guy called me back and told me to do it about 5 or 6 more times. So I just did the wheelie, and then I just got bored and took off.
You were in the, I didn't know you were in the movie.
Yeah, so then we went to the movie because we were excited to see it, and all of a sudden I popped up on the screen, so I'm still looking for my residual.
So is Malcolm.
Yeah, I have a SAG card, so I should be putting in for that.
How old were you when you did that? Filming in, what, 69, I think? 70, right around there?
Yeah, so I was 8, I believe, something like that. So.
Immortalized in film.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's such a great movie still to the day. I enjoy watching it.
Everybody does. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Ward, give a round of applause. Thanks, Jeff. Troy Lee, where are you? Troy Lee Design, come on up here. Troy, ladies and gentlemen, Troy Lee. He doesn't need much of an introduction. Everybody knows who he is. How you doing?
Yeah, glad to be here.
I'm going to steal the mic here for a little while. I have my wholesale distributing business when this kid was 17 years old. He came to my warehouse and showed me his painted visors. And we talked with the head guys there with you a couple hours. And when you left, I said, that young man's going places. And you did.
Thanks, Malcolm. Malcolm definitely gave my start. He was my first dealer distributor for my visors and gave me a lot of confidence to move forward. I've been following Malcolm's career forever. He's definitely a legend. And when I found out, with we were having this mini bike problem with these kids not being able to ride and everything, I just wanted to come out and support it. Called Jeremy and Jeff Ward, so let's rally up here and see what we can do. We got to get some notice going so that we can turn this around, man. My little boy's 9 years old. He wants to ride. We got to go out and have fun and keep doing what we love to do. We're all passionate about the sport, having a lot of fun. It's where all of our friends hang out.
So let me see if I understand this. As Joyce told me this morning, you're going to buy a motorcycle, a kid's bike today?
Yep, buy one for my son.
What are you going to buy?
65 KTM.
KTM 65. All right. Well, that's cool. Tell me about Supermoto. What's your involvement with it now? I had the pleasure of announcing a couple of years ago in Long Beach. Haven't done it since. What's going on with it?
Still just believing in it, swinging hard, and having a great time doing it. We got Jeff Ward back riding for us again this year, and won X Games last year with him here, and we got Joey Pasquarello this year. The 250 class will be at Fontana this weekend, and hopefully we can win some championships again this year.
You've had a long relationship with Jeff Ward, have you not?
He was one of the first guys that I started painting helmets for. Him, Joe Brecker, Danny Magoo Chandler, and we've been friends ever since. And same thing. I've idolized his career and tried to help him as much as he can. He's always put his best foot forward with me, and we're just raising our kids together, riding dirt bikes, and still having fun.
I can think of a few things that are more fun. Thank you very much. Troy Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Lee Design. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, the star of the motion picture On Any Sunday, along with Steve McQueen. And he is the founder of Malcolm Smith Motorsports, one of the best known names in motorcycling. Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm Smith. How about a round of applause?
You're all going to visit me in jail? I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they wake up and get busy and change the law. I sent one of the girls down today to the sporting goods store. You can buy, at any age, you can buy lead weight sinkers that are pure lead for fishing, and they're split lead, and to get them on the line, you have to put them in your mouth and bite them down on them. You can buy them for practically nothing. There's no restrictions on them whatsoever.